is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 19-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Try. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And, right away, he lost the football. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Walker now on first and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That's complete left side to Gray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback. That's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The great move couldn't fray him. Taken down at the 10. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Casey. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 9. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Drake Jackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they try the right side here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go option to the short side and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Once with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Let's go on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Rams.
Jamison Williams,
as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Rig alert!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Able to find Gray here. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there's a, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
It has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Rams 34, Seahawks 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18, Pioneer. Big Lion. Head the street. Head the street. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing it because when he was just primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
While praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've got a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Taken down at the 42.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
19, Tiger, come 19, come 19, Warrior 17, ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
score, Rams 41, Seahawks 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Check match. Check match.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
Complete to Anthony Schwartz. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal. The 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Casey throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check contact, check contact. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now.